Welcome to your ultimate pit stop, Piston Pundit, where we fuel your passion for all things automotive with the latest industry twists and turns. Buckle up, because today we're diving into a geopolitical gear shift that's got the auto world in overdrive. Germany and the US have long been economic allies, but recent trade tensions have thrown a wrench into that relationship. President Trump's aggressive tariff policies have left Germany and even the European Union scrambling for countermeasures. What does this mean for the global car industry? And could we be on the brink of an all-out trade war? Let's break down 7 key moments that define this high-stakes economic showdown. Number 7. U.S. tariffs. The trade war ignites. In early 2025, President Trump imposed steep tariffs, 25% on imports from Canada and Mexico, 10% on Chinese goods, citing border security concerns. This protectionist shift sent shockwaves through global markets, hitting automotive and agricultural industries hard. For Canada, the U.S.'s largest trading partner, the stakes were high. $300 billion in exports suddenly faced major barriers. Germany, a manufacturing powerhouse, saw its steel, aluminum, and auto exports to the U.S. come under fire, threatening key industries. The global response was swift. The EU and Canada launched emergency talks, while nations explored retaliatory tariffs and alternative trade alliances. This wasn't just a policy shift. It was the biggest trade conflict of the modern era, forcing countries to rethink economic strategies and brace for long-term consequences. Number 6. Germany's auto industry under fire. Germany's automotive sector, home to BMW, Mercedes-Benz, and Volkswagen, is under pressure as the U.S. imposes a 25% tariff on European car imports. With 600,000 German vehicles shipped to the U.S. annually, these tariffs could add thousands to sticker prices, slashing sales and threatening billions in revenue. To counteract the blow, Berlin scrambled for solutions, engaging in diplomatic talks and strengthening trade ties with China and other markets. Meanwhile, automakers considered shifting production to U.S. plants in South Carolina and Alabama to dodge tariffs. But this sparked backlash at home. Could German jobs be at risk? With 800,000 German auto workers in the balance, the industry faces an uncertain future. BMW's CEO warned that supply chains may need a complete overhaul if the trade war drags on. Germany now stands at a crossroads: adapt quickly or face economic fallout. Number 5. Europe's internal struggles over Germany's bold moves. Germany's bold response to U.S. tariffs caused friction within the European Union, which traditionally maintains a unified trade policy. Fearing a crisis for its auto industry, Germany explored independent trade deals, alarming smaller EU nations like Spain and Italy, who worried this could weaken the European Commission's authority. To counter U.S. tariffs, the EU filed a WTO complaint. But with the Trump administration ignoring rulings, leaders also weighed retaliatory tariffs on U.S. goods like agriculture, whiskey, and tech. Seeking long-term stability, the EU strengthened trade ties with Canada and China, accelerating talks to reduce reliance on the U.S. This moment marked a turning point. Would Europe stand together, or would economic self-preservation take precedence? With Germany walking a fine line between EU unity and national interests, the continent faced a trade shakeup like never before. Before we delve deeper, do us a favor and smash that like and subscribe button. This helps us reach more auto enthusiasts just like you. Now, let's shift gears and steer towards our next point. Number 4. Canada fires back with strategic countermeasures. Canada wasn't about to let Trump's tariffs go unchallenged. Prime Minister Trudeau rolled out a series of retaliatory tariffs, targeting industries with major political influence in Washington. The goal? Put enough pressure on U.S. lawmakers that they'd rethink the trade war. At the same time, Canada ramped up international partnerships. Under the Comprehensive Economic and Trade Agreement, CETA, it fast-tracked trade deals with Europe while deepening ties with Asia. This meant that while U.S. tariffs hurt, Canada was already laying the groundwork for economic stability beyond American borders. In a surprising turn, Canada and Germany started coordinating trade responses, forming a quiet but strategic economic alliance. The message was clear. If the US wanted to play hardball, its closest allies weren't afraid to push back. Number 3. The Germany-Canada Alliance, a new economic powerhouse. With US tariffs creating economic turmoil, Germany and Canada wasted no time in forging a strategic alliance to reduce reliance on American markets. A major pillar of this partnership? The Canada-Germany Hydrogen Alliance. Slated to launch its first exports by 2025, this deal is more than just an energy initiative. It's a statement. With Canada pledging $300 million to establish a transatlantic hydrogen trade corridor, both nations are positioning themselves as leaders in clean energy and economic resilience. But it doesn't stop there. Canada has also been named the partner country for Hannover Messe 2025, one of the world's biggest industrial technology expos. This spotlight on Canadian innovation in automation, AI, robotics, and clean tech reinforces the growing synergy between the two nations. In short, Germany and Canada are proving that adaptation is the name of the game. By diversifying their trade networks, they're laying the groundwork for a more independent and future-proof economic model. Number 2. The US faces trade wars on all fronts. While Germany and Canada build new bridges, the US is juggling trade disputes from all directions. The tariffs imposed on Canada, Mexico, and China have hit American industries hard, with major automakers and agricultural producers sounding the alarm. With supply chain costs skyrocketing, production delays, and rising consumer prices, the backlash is growing. Automakers are warning of potential job losses, while farmers struggle to compete in markets that once relied on US exports. And it's not just economic pain. Diplomatic relations are fraying. European Union officials have been locked in negotiations with US policymakers, hoping to prevent another round of retaliatory tariffs. Meanwhile, other nations are fast-tracking trade deals without the US, leaving America at risk of becoming increasingly isolated in global commerce. This economic standoff has thrown global markets into uncertainty. Can the US navigate these challenges and find a middle ground, or is a prolonged trade war inevitable? Number 1. Is diplomacy the key to ending the trade standoff? Despite escalating tensions, there's still a glimmer of hope for resolution. High-level meetings between US and EU officials continue in an attempt to find a mutually beneficial solution. The focus? Restoring balance in trade practices while avoiding deeper economic damage. The stakes are high. These talks could define the future of international trade, impacting everything from automotive supply chains to global market stability. But with each side standing firm, the road to compromise is anything but smooth. The world is watching. Will diplomacy succeed, or are we heading toward an all-out economic showdown? Conclusion: navigating the crossroads of global trade. We're at a pivotal moment in global trade history. With Germany and Canada building new alliances and the US grappling with trade disputes on multiple fronts, the automotive world is shifting gears in real time. So here's the big question. Will the US double down on protectionism, or will economic alliances like Germany and Canada's force a rethink? Is this the start of a new world trade order, or just a temporary standoff? Drop your thoughts in the comments. We want to hear what you think. And if you love deep diving into the latest automotive and global trade trends, make sure to subscribe to Piston Pundit and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.